Good morning, everyone. This is Ryan Etner with your Wednesday, October 10th morning market commentary. Tomorrow's the October USDA supply and demand report, so we'll start off with a few numbers there. For corn, we're looking for a 145 million bushel increase in carryout up to 1.919. That comes with a half bushel increase to yield, which is now looking at 181.8 is what analysts are expecting. If we do get that 181.8 number, that would be 5 bushel above the all-time record. So a pretty important number that we're looking for tomorrow. Open interest in corn continues to drop, suggesting that funds are still short covering. Even on the recent few sideways days in corn, we are still seeing that open interest drop. So it'll be interesting to see on Friday's commitment to traders report. They could be relatively close to flat in that corn market. Harvest report came in yesterday at 34%. That was right on with trades expectations, so not a significant slowdown there yet. We may see a more significant slowdown on the next harvest report, though. Switching over to beans for tomorrow's report, we're looking for a 53 million bushel increase to carry out. That'll take it up to 898. We're also looking for a half bushel increase to yield there as well, up to 53.3 over last month. The news here to help beans do a little bit of pre-selling of the report. China news. We haven't seen much China news lately. China canceled 2 separate trips to the U.S. for negotiations. It caught a little bit of market attention. I guess trade's not really anticipating a deal to be done with China anytime soon, so not the sizable reaction we've seen to a Chinese story like we've seen in the past. It seems as though most of trade is just anticipating a deal probably will get done, but nobody's looking for a deal to be done anytime soon. Over in the bean harvest, we're looking at 32% pace. That was slower than trade expected. They were looking for 35%. And again, same as corn, we may see a little bit further of a delay on the next report this coming Monday. Over in wheat, we sold 120,000 tons of wheat to Bangladesh yesterday. That is a sign that maybe some sales are finally coming to the U.S. due to rising Russian premiums. Obviously, rising price in Russian premiums being their reduced production. That is what we want to see for sales to come to the U.S. To be honest, again, wheat will need to see 2 to 3 weeks of sustained increases on the weekly report before anyone gets too excited. But this news is good enough to keep wheat moving sideways, waiting for the improved news on that weekly report. For wheat's report tomorrow, we're looking for a carryout increase of 15 million bushels up to 950. So just a small adjustment there in wheat. Over in cattle, we did start the week with a 9,300 lower show list. That would have initially implied a $1 higher cash trade, yet Packers came out yesterday with a 110.50 bid, which is the same bid we've started the last 4 weeks with. So make this week 5 that we're starting with a 110.50 bid, taking away some of the excitement that we'll see a higher cash trade. We can't say it's impossible, but for right now, it looks like Packers are trying to come away with a 5th week of a cash trade around 111 is what that implies early on, even with the lower show list. Just the opposite of grains, we're seeing open interest starting to ease back in cattle, a sign that maybe fund buying is slowing there. Funds had been going long for quite some time in cattle, but there's early signs that might be slowing down. And again, opposite of grains, not many other people willing to buy cattle up at these levels with 4 steady cash trades in a row and possibly seeing a 5th. The funds were your main guide higher, and now if they're easing back, we're just seeing a small correction in cattle, nothing too severe yet, but again, a sign that even steady cash trades are not going to be enough to get the rest of trade buying here when the funds are easing back. So that's what we're looking at here. We'll see what we get on tomorrow's report. If you have any questions, give us a call, 800-551-4626, or visit us on the web at allendale-inc.com.